Arizzona's Valley Union High School adopted the National Common Core curriculum system several years ago. While it has been in place, students and teachers have developed a wide variety of opinions on how it is affecting education. We interviewed several teachers and students to get their opinions on Common Core.
Do you understand why we now have Common Core curriculum?
Yeah, sure. Common Core curriculum came about as just a way to try to get students to better understand the math rather than just do things through memorization. So it's supposed to be geared towards more problem solving and less towards just memorizing formulas.
It basically stems from the fact that every state was creating their own curriculums, and this was a way to kind of unify all of the states across the board to have the same set of standards for each school, and it mostly was being pushed by the Obama administration.
I think it's kind of to give a more of like an understanding of why, like the facts, like more of understanding about the basis of the facts that we're learning. But I don't really have an exact understanding of why we changed it, like why we felt it was necessary.
Based on what I have heard, I think it's because the way we had it last time, other states could actually control how difficult their education system was beforehand, but with this Common Core, they are all the same, and has been revised so that everyone has an equal education up to high school.
How do you feel about Common Core?
I don't really know a lot about Common Core, but, it's all right. I mean, I guess I like playing with the blocks and organizing them by, color, but other than that, I don't really know what the difference is, so.
Well, I really applaud the idea of getting students to really learn the math rather than just memorizing it. You know, sometimes it's difficult to accomplish, but I think the intent is really a good intent.
I don't mind it. I think we were unlucky that we were in the middle of the switch, but I think that generations growing up with Common Core will not have a problem.
I would say I tolerate it. I do the work and I'm okay at the work, so I don't really have that many problems with it.
Extremely confusing. Do not give it to kids in the middle. If you're going to start them when they're, pre-kindergarten. Don't give it to kids in the middle of a school year, in the middle of school. One of the local schools I teach at also had 2 pages worth of tutors that would help. And when Common Core hit the scene, every single one of them quit. I went down the list for my daughter, and every single one of them quit. I think it's extremely destructive to kids who are already learning one way. I just subbed a 2nd grade class in a local school, and I had no idea what I was doing. I just couldn't teach. I had to leave the teacher a note that I'm just going to confuse these kids even worse.
What are the pros and cons of Common Core?
Well, again, I believe that the pros are that it's geared towards getting students to learn to work together, to better understand the math, and to become stronger problem solvers. And then I think the cons are lots of times students don't want to do those things. They want to be told what the formula is to use and just do it. And so it's difficult to get students to really buy into the whole concept.
Some of the cons could be, I just feel like we have a lack of time to hit all of the standards. So time has kind of always been one of the biggest things against us, teachers, for the most part.
Well, if what I've heard is right and education is equal for all states, that is definitely a plus because everyone has the same opportunity up to college to get into college and find a good job. And I think that just any revision of our education system and making improvements is a good step.
I think that the pros are it kind of gives a deeper understanding of the learning, but I think it also comes with a lot of more frustration, and it's not as straightforward as it could be.
think it's helped for some areas.
I don't mind it.
I would say I tolerate it.
It's all right.
I mean, personally, I really like it. I think that it's a positive for kids.
If I had to teach it on a regular basis, I'd quit on the spot.